Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chelsea Explain, as this is your match preview ahead of our first game in the Club World Cup group stage tomorrow against Los Angeles. This lucrative Club World Cup is gonna give us tons of money even if we not going through to the knockout stage. I don't know exactly how much we're gonna earn, but this competition is stacked with money. But if we're getting into my first talking point, in terms of my expectations and prediction of where we can finish, I think we should go to win it. That should always be the aim no matter what competition we're in. That's the nature of Chelsea Football Club. It's in our DNA. Will we realistically do that? I'm not so sure. I don't know if we have enough firepower and quality and the type of mentality to win against the sides like PSG, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. It's going to be really tough. I think we got in some nice additions, which I'm gonna come into very shortly. I think delap is an upgrade and we're getting in some nice squad depth, but is it enough to beat the likes of PSG, etc.? I mean, you never know. You should take one game at a time. If we're getting into a nice momentum, winning this competition with ease, we got players that are getting into form. The confidence and belief is gonna build throughout the team and in Maresca. And then of course, when it comes to knockout stage football, anything can happen. My second talking point I wanna discuss or just get into is our traveling squad for the Club World Cup. Some new faces that is traveling that could make a name for themselves. We're gonna see. For example, we have our youngster goalkeeper in Pendesh that has traveled. Is he going to get any game time ahead of Jorgensen Sanchez? Never know. We have Slonina that has returned from being out on loan. Could he get some minutes? We also have Anselmino traveling, some younger guys. We haven't really got to see Anselmino, so it's gonna be interesting to see whether he gets minutes. Andre Santos, he is joining as well, had an insane season at Strasbourg, and can he have the quality to maybe take a Enzo Fernandez place in the squad? That's going to be really interesting to see. We also have few new additions that has joined in terms of Dario Sugo, Mamadou Sarr, and as well our new number 9 that hopefully is going to start, which is Liam delap. Now, what can the likes of Liam delap, Sugo, and Sarr add? For me, Liam delap, a pure number 9, sort of pressing forward with poacher instincts, and is someone that likes to get stuck in, bully defenders, and he's literally a sort of Gallagher / Diego Costa like built inside him, and that's gonna get well down with a lot of the Chelsea fan base. Someone that likes getting stuck in, is brave, is literally fearless and giving 110% from first minute to last minute. I also think his link-up play is decent, but it still can get better. But he's still a young guy, so he got plethora of room to grow in areas where he isn't strong in. And something I also really like about Liam delap is his willingness to shoot at any range and angle with powerful technique that is really difficult for the opponent goalkeeper to stop. So I'm looking forward to that. If you're looking at his shooting technique compared to Nicholas Jackson, you can see that Liam delap is a proper striker. In terms of Dario Sugo, I think he's going to be a backup defensive midfielder for Caicedo. He's very similar to Caicedo, but he could also, go out alone to Strasbourg. Maresca feel he doesn't impress, but Dario Sugo seems to be that Caicedo type of player. Likes to get stuck in, being aggressive, winning back the ball for the team, and he seems to be a player that is very confident in his own abilities. Feel like he can improve his consistency in possession. But otherwise, he's someone that I'm looking forward to watch. Mamadou Sarr, also a young player, a centre back, sort of ball playing defender that is really good in possession, has composure, calmness around him. Despite being tall, I think he can improve his aerial abilities, but I think Mamadou Sarr got potential. I mean, being such a good ball-playing defender at only 18, 19 years old, and he has few areas to develop, but he also got a lot of room and time for that to happen. He's also someone that Liam Rossinier, the Strasbourg manager, has been vocal about and praised a lot about his mentality, that he's so professional and how calm he is when being faced under pressure, despite being so young. Ian Delap is a player that could start, but Dario Sugo and Mamadou Sarr is two players that either gonna add squad depth or they're gonna go out on loan again. It depends on how much they can impress Enzo Maresca. Let's get into my preferred predicted lineup. I had personally had enough of Sanchez. For me, Jorgensen is the type of ball playing sweepy keeper Maresca desires that has a lot of potential, and I feel so calm with Jorgensen on goal. Is he the finished product yet? Absolutely not. He's the right profile for Maresca. Sanchez isn't, and he got more potential as well. So I feel like starting Jorgensen would make more sense. Backline, we're gonna have Reece James, Cucurella as fullbacks, and the centre back pairing is gonna be Tosin and Colville. I think they got something going on here. I think Chalobah is going to get sold, and that's why I also see Tosin starting. I wish we could have some squad depth for Cucurella. I'm a bit worried about him, but maybe Maresca gonna have some players that are gonna fill that position for the meantime. In the midfield, we're gonna have Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, of course, there's no doubt about it. Enzo Fernandez has really grown into this sort of segundo volante, box-to-box midfielder role where he can bomb forward and occupy the left half space. And he can really contribute forward with these key passes, through balls, creating chances for the other attacking players. But he needs to improve, not being caught out and run past so easily. His defensive side of the game, can get better. My front four is gonna consist of Cole Palmer in the number 10 role, Madueke on the right hand side, Pedro Neto on the left hand side, or vice versa. I wouldn't mind that either, because Madueke has looked quite good as a left winger. And up front, there's no questions about it. Of course, a brand new signing in Liam Delap has to start for me. See Jackson as a backup now. His future is uncertain. I would honestly prefer seeing him being a winger and then buying another striker in the market. That is a proper number 9. But Delap is that, and if we purchased him, if Maresca wanted his striker, why should he then not start and just get going immediately? Do you think Liam Delap should start, or would you prefer Jackson? In terms of our opponent, Los Angeles, they seems to be a well-drilled side in either a 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3. It depends on what opponent they're facing, and they can be adaptable. They can play possession-based football, but they also like to hit teams on counterattacks when they can. And we're gonna see some former faces that we all know in terms of the goalkeeper, Hugo Lloris, our former striker Olivier Giroud. Now if he's going to start, I don't know. He has come off the bench for Los Angeles. The most dangerous players they have that we have to watch out for is Bouanga, a very pacey technical striker that is their best player, that has total of 12 points so far in the MLS. They look well drilled, and they are in a decent form in MLS, being unbeaten in like the recent 4, 5, 6 games. But there's a lot of draws there. I don't know, I think we're gonna get into a slow start. We're just gonna win 2-1. I think this first game is gonna be like get every player getting back their fitness levels, getting the feel for Maresca's system, and building chemistry with each other again. And then we're gonna get going and win comfortable in our next game. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page, hit that notification bell so you never miss when the content drops. Chelsea Explain is out. Peace.